Good day, everybody. My name is Courtney, and I'll be the driver of this session.
Hello everyone, I'm Tom and I'll be navigating Courtney's session today.
So today we did chapters 15 and 16, so we'll start with chapter 15. So chapter 15 is defining our roots. So that is in our app.js, it's a whole navbar thing. So after the navbar section app.js, add the root section by adding the below codes in bold. So here in our app, so here's our roots basically. Kind of similar to what we had in the back end with I think it's the movies root API. Yeah, so basically this root is just going to display like the movies list. So we have our movies, that's going to take us to like the movies list. So it's like navigating to what we click in the front end. And we were given a task today in class to add like a contact page and stuff. So let's go to our front end. So let's go back to movies. So our route is navigating to movies because that's where we are now. It's also going to navigate to login or back to movies and then to contacts, which is what I made with some CSS and stuff. Pretty simple though. Once you fill in your information, just refreshes the page. But anyway, that is what the routes do. It just navigates to where you want to go. You like if you see here, you'll see it's also there in the in our code. It's just forward dash movies, login, or contacts. Because if I were to go to movies and then I take that away and go contacts, that's not actual contact, contacts, it takes me to the contact page, and you could do that with all the others as well. Yeah. Okay, that's just 2 pages. And then our chapter 16, movie DOS service connecting to the back end. So to retire the list of movies from the database, we will need to connect our backend server. We will create a service class for that. A service class, a service is a class with well-defined specific function your app needs. In our case, our service is responsible for talking to the backend to get and save data. Service classes provide their functionality to be consumed by components. We will cover components in the next chapter. Okay, so under our source folder, we have a folder called services. So that's here, right? It's just this. So it's all got to do with Axios, basically. So you can see here. Sorry, I just realized I didn't put notes in my code. So anyway, we're going to import Axios to make our HTTP request to the backend. So Axios basically helps with that. It helps communicate between the two. And then we're going to create a class to organize all movie-related API requests. So we're going to call a class movie data service. And then we're going to get a paginated list of movies, defaults to page 0. So like 0 to 20, for example. And then we're going to get a specific movie by its ID. So every movie has like a certain ID if you want to search it in your database, for example. And then we're finally going to search for movies by title as like a default with optional page and rating filter. So you can search it by title and select the rating you want. And then we're going to submit a new review for a movie. Then we're going to edit an existing review, delete a review using the review ID and user ID. This connects to the database, so the backend. And then we're going to get a list of distinct movie ratings from the database. Again, we're using Axios for all of these. And then our const movie data service, new movie database service is just to initiate the movie data service class, and then obviously we're just going to export that. So let's ask AI to explain Axios for us. Can you please tell me, I guess in simple terms, what Axios does? So Axios is a tool or library in JavaScript that helps your app talk to servers, so our backend. Here's a super simple breakdown. What Axios does. Axios sends, just want to make sure that was recording, sorry. Axios sends and gets data between your app and a server using HTTP requests like get, post, put, delete. Imagine this. Your app wants to get some movie data from a website, like an API, post a new review, and delete a comment. You could use plain JavaScript for this, but Axios makes it easier, cleaner, and more readable. So here's our basic example, similar to what I showed you in our code. And in simple terms, Axios is a messenger between your website app and a server. It helps you ask stuff like data and send stuff like forms or updates. So basically, Axios is just helping us communicate between our front end and our back end. Thank you.